right, welcome back for another CBSI Hot 10 show. Make sure you go over and check out the article over on comicbookinvest.com where I may put a few extra little bit of details and tidbits that we don't cover here on the show tonight. And while you're at it, take a look at all the content we have here on the channel and let us know what you think in the comments down below. Also, make sure that you like, you subscribe, you hit the alert button so you don't miss anything. Keep telling your friends so we can keep growing the channel. And for those of you out there who haven't tried Whatnot yet, now's your chance. Use my link below and you get yourselves a free $15 to spend on whatever you want with whomever you want. You really got nothing to lose just to give it a try. It's a free 15 bucks just to get yourself something nice. So you'll help out the channel and you get something for 15 bucks knocked off. So again, nothing to lose there. And if you're looking for supplies to keep your book safe, use my code RENA10 for 10% off your BCW orders. Get your bags, your boards, your boxes, whatever you need. Get yourself a discount using my code right there. Now, with that all out of the way, if you just want to see the books we have for you this week on this week's list, just hang out for a few seconds after the intro, and I'll be right back.
Notable sales.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Notable sales from the publisher that brings you Avion Comics, most known for their saucy, sexy novelettes. Also, Cowpuncher and Slave Girl Comics. We've got Eerie Comics. CGC 65 sold for $21,000. That's a lot more than Cowpunchers. Cowpunchers usually sell for like $120, which kind of.
They'll have
great
their day.
Buy, huh?
They'll have their day.
Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, Women in Distress covers. That's one of the most underrated one. There's always a chick tied up there. I bet you Joe's got 3 copies of all 7 series of that. But this one sold on 9/19/24, record high. Last sale was in September 22 for $14K. Wow, I really stuttered through that.
Nice
Good job. Yeah,
That's
nice
all right.
good job. Yeah.
Is this the first horror comic to some?
Yay.
I mean, we can argue and debate that, I guess. But
yeah. I mean, that's what they based this, that was like they were Avion Comics, or Avion as a whole. Avion Publishing was all about what some older folk might refer to as schmut comics or schmut writing. So they would do pocketettes that are like risque. Is that still a word? And include stuff like horror. Their romance was considered to be a little bit more
cowpunching.
Well, the cowpuncher was a cowboy who would go out and save.
It's all about damsels in distress.
Yeah, damsels in distress. That's what he would do. He'd go and punch people. And
not to be confused with Cow Tipper.
But they did a lot of crime too. Like it's short runs on a lot of their comic stuff, but overall, as a publisher, they survived for a very long time. So.
Because whatever the trend was, that's what they raced after.
And they would go to the depths of the bottom. They were the Jerry Springer of publishing. They were them. So there you go. Nice sale. 7K. That's nice. A couple of years.
Yeah.
Big sale on a classic book. And
so good they went to selling makeup.
It's not the same company, dude.
Our next book is for all you McFarlane Spawn fans out there. Look for your limited edition Image Expo book from.
There's got to be one.
It's like a few years old. It's like 2018, I think. Issue 283. Some places will say it's limited to minimum of 400 copies, but from everything I can see, there are 1,500 of these things out there. But that didn't stop a raw sale of $1,200 this week, which is not it's the high sale from what I could see, but there were a couple other over the last couple of years sales that exceeded $1,000. So
God bless you, Spawn fans.
People in Arizona will really buy anything, huh?
I mean, if it's McFarlane and it's got a nice cover on it, yes. Normally the interior, they don't care about the interiors. It's all about the covers.
Yeah, never ceases to impress me.
Nice cover, huh?
McFarlane,
and there's a black and white version, I think, of this one too, which is even more limited, but that didn't sell. This one did. So, hey, it is what it is. Spawn fans,
McFarlane and a good cover makes an Arizona boy very saucy.
I'm not going to knock a loyal fan base that can put those types of numbers on that book.
Oh, well, speaking of numbers, let's get started with our first book on the actual list.
Number 10.
coming in hot with some news.
Yeah, we got a supervillain cast, and we'll see if Krem will rise to the top. Matthias Schobert from
Oh yeah.
what was he? Roll Guard.
Old guard.
Yeah, he's cast as a villain. They haven't 100% said who he's going to play yet, but Krem of the Yellow Hill is what is floating around the old rumor mill. So that's
he's a bearded actor, and the bad guy in the comics got a beard, so it's a good chance we're matching up beards, and that's who he's going to be.
I love all the Bill Quist covers on this whole run. It's a beautiful book, good series, and hopefully the movie turns out to be just as good. So yeah, you got 20 plus sales, average $25-$30. You had 9.8 hit up at 130. So like I said, it's not burning down the barns, but it's still holding up all right.
It's been here before, and it's been at these prices before. It's dipped a little bit. Last week there was only like half a dozen sales, and now we got a couple dozen sales. So it's just a rush in volume for the most part, ticking up the price maybe a couple of bucks from where it started to dip. But hey, that's why it's number 10.
Yep.
So if they cast that villain, doesn't it mean that we should start opening our wallets and specking on the first crypto, because that pretty much guarantees crypto is going to probably be in this.
Crypto's coming.
Well, I guess so. Well, that was a little pricier, though. It's a little pricier, but let's see what we got.
Money's
next.
no object when you got hot 10 money there, Pete.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You got CBSI money. There's
buy them all.
Number 9.
Well, here's a book that's been pricey for a while.
Bob.
Yeah, number 9, we have the Century #1, beautiful Jay Lee cover. Got to ask yourself in the interiors, is he going to have 6 fingers? Is he only going to have 5? Who knows? 20 plus sales, raw high for $1. CGC 98 is going for $325. All thanks to the rehashed SDCC trailer for the Thunderbolts that dropped this week. You see old Bob with 6 fingers. 6-finger Bob, as I like to
Who's
call
Bob?
him. 6-finger Bob.
Bob.
6-finger Bob. Who's Bob?
Not Cheddar Bob, not Hydra Bob.
Bob.
This-
Oh. 6-finger Bob. I know who you're
Six-finger
talking about
Bob.
now. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not
that's
Count
interesting.
Rugen, though.
Huh?
Not Count Rugen. That's a whole different 6
So that's interesting. So both these books now are going to have the same thing going on and off, right? Like every time a new trailer, we're back into the old cycles. It's good to see.
It's again a volume driver here. This was like 5 sales last week. People start going, ooh, they get reminded, and they go, oh yeah, still want to get that.
Yeah,
little tease here and there, moves, little movements.
Bob.
You know, played by Louis Pullman. Probably won't get an epic speech like his dad in Independence Day. No, he just gets 6 fingers.
He's no Lone Star.
Wait, which is his 6th finger?
In the trailer, he has 6 fingers.
Which is his 6th? Yeah, which one's the 6th one?
I don't know.
I think he's got 2 index fingers.
2 index. That's 2 index fingers.
Yes.
If they still had Glenn playing the role, would he have had 6 fingers, or do you think it was just a Pullman thing?
I don't know. I think maybe that was just in his contract. He's like, if I'm going to do this, I need to have 6 fingers.
6-finger Bob. All right.
Well, with that, let's see what we got next.
Number 8.
More EC horror goodness.
Hey, we've seen these red bands sell before. We've seen them sell again. We've got another one here. Wolverine Revenge, red band #2. Got a little bit of the homage, as they call it. About 20 sales, averaging $40. Not as high as some, but not as low as others. Highs of $60. It's kind of impressive that these ones are still selling for above, 1 in 25, considering we know they're coming.
Yeah, these are well announced. Like FOC was months ago. Like they have plenty of time to order this.
The only thing I question is the Omega red in this one.
Yeah, it's a little questionable.
Questionable on the LRT.
A little bit. This is what Tales 41. I think
you would have seen my mashup on this a few weeks ago when we did our run on EC, where I put sticks in the middle position there of getting the knives thrown at them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Either way, still cool to see people still loving these red bands. I love the red bands. I think they're cool, and for 125s, they're not bad. I mean, paying $60 a little bit much.
60 might be a stretch, but if you're getting closer to 35, 40, It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Every
with that,
Saturday, I'm missing it.
let's get on to lucky number 7.
Number 7.
I'd have to
Pretty
watch
sure
it
we've
first.
seen this one before.
Do you like slightly changed 1 and 25 second prints?
No.
Here's a cover for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got X-Men 2, the second print, the 1 and 25 Campbell, which of the 3 Campbell covers, I will have to say this was the best between this, the Rogue and Psylocke. I think the Magic one was the best.
Yeah,
but,
Mythique's probably the best looking one.
But, you know, you change up the color, you make it a virgin, and you charge people more money, and then it runs up in the secondary market. We've seen this over and over and over again. So
Doesn't it
average
seem
75, high 85. But
doesn't it seem that they're just doing the same pose with her all the time now? I don't know why, but every time.
All the big
yeah,
sword.
big sword hip out.
Hey,
Big
it
sword.
works so
Big
well.
sword,
Wonder
hip out.
Woman's doing it now. They gave Wonder Woman
Yeah.
her big sword.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? At least she's not, a juvenile anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
And the blue is better. I will say, as much as I don't like second print incentives, the blue is
Yeah.
better than gold background. because
Yeah,
it
I
makes
agree.
the
I
sword
agree.
I
pop.
agree. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it makes it pop a little more, but yeah, it's still reused art.
And I'm not paying $75.
Reused art at a ratio on a second print.
No, absolutely
But
not.
hey, for if you're a Campbell stan out there,
Yeah. Collector's
I'm,
gonna collect.
I'm not gonna fault you for wanting it.
Exactly.
Just wait till he puts a different one on his site in a little bit.
It's so heartbreaking too that when you see a good Campbell cover like this, and then if you look at like his Emma Frost and his Rogue and the other couple
Yeah.
variant covers that come out, they've been really bad. It
Yeah.
makes you wonder.
Oh, that's
like-
right. There were 4.
And then he's
Yeah,
got a
He did
Jean
Emma
Grey
and he
one
did
coming
Rogue
out.
and Psylocke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
I
Yeah,
forget,
well.
I forget whether they're actually connecting or not.
I don't think
Whether
so
the
because
background
the
connects,
letters.
but haven't
I
fooled
think
with
they
it.
are because like the Jean Grey one, she's standing on top of the X-Men logo.
Oh,
It's
so
the
it's
Yeah, I
same,
still don't think
like,
they match up.
outline.
though.
Trying to get away from Scott, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. But anyway, let's see what we got next. Maybe something new.
Number 6.
And it is.
At number
Is it
6, we have
indeed?
Detective Comics 583, a beautiful Mike Mignola cover. The first ventriloquist,
Mhm.
20 plus sales, averaging $40. CGC 9.8 selling for $250. All on some speculation. So, if you're spec happy, get out there and
Where are we
pick
going
them
with their
covers
what
up.
first ventriloquist? Where? What?
I think he might show up in Penguin. People are thinking
Yeah.
it's a character that
Oh,
might show up
okay.
in Penguin.
That's a good show, man.
It is. I
Episode
can't
one
That'd
believe
be
was
cool.
really
And
good.
Very good.
I'll be honest with you. If
Very
this, if it's moving it this much for a TV show, that's good news. You know what I mean? Like this, we
Yeah.
saw this with X-Men. We saw this with the X-Men animated series, which was a great show, and people loved it, and it moved books. And now that we're seeing that maybe DC's TV shows, because we've had TV shows in the past, they really don't move books much. But like,
Well, this
I
is
think
in
that-
this is in the same continuity as the Reeves universe for the next. It's in between the first Batman movie, and
Yeah.
the next
I get
one
it,
from
but that's
Reeves,
just
so-
hey, that's great. It's never moved shit. So this is
It's
good
true.
to see though that it's actually moving stuff, just in general, which is nice. I think that helped it out. I think the one positivity we can take out of the COVID is that's
Oh,
some new.
this
thing.
also is fresher in people's minds because they did the Batman 85th anniversary homage a
Oh,
couple
fair,
weeks ago.
fair.
It was a Clooney Batman that Samney did. So it's
Yeah.
fresh in people's minds.
Just saying. I hope it
Awesome art.
continues. Huh?
I said awesome art. Just good Miguel.
Oh, I thought you said good job, sport. I was like, what
Good job,
Sport.
sport.
good job, sport on the art. Okay, well,
Way to go,
okay.
champ.
Way to go, champ.
Good job there.
I don't know,
sport.
because they say that they're not going to do the mystical. They're not going to play into the mystical aspects of Batman in this Reeves universe. So wouldn't this kind of fall under that, like with the
Yeah.
ventriloquist being like that mystical, more?
Nah, it'll just be a weird dude who carries a dummy around. with him.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
They probably won't go beyond that.
They don't have to.
Just be a weirdo. That's all.
Leave
Fit
that
right
shit
in.
to Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Anyway, let's keep it rolling and get to number 5.
Rolling.
Number 5.
Speaking of TV shows moving books, here we
Yeah,
have the
let's do
first
that.
appearance of the Salem 7 in Fantastic Four 186. We just talked about this on Attack, which was kind of fun because of Agatha. Agatha all along. People can complain all they want. I'm enjoying it, and people are buying books because of it. So that's kind of nice to see. 40 plus sales, averaging about $25. High raws hitting almost 50 for nicer grades. I mean, this is the kind of fun stuff you can go and dig. This is what I like to see.
I couldn't get.
We actually told you to dig
it.
it. We actually told you to dig it on Tack a couple days ago, and now we're doing this. That's kind of.
I think
Days
people
ago.
have
I thought you had it in there a handful of weeks ago.
Yeah. Hey, I think it would have been cooler if they had the snake lady and like the dude that's like the the gargoyle. But this show sucks.
That was a wonderful transition.
No,
I couldn't.
I disagree.
That
I
sucks.
couldn't make it past episode 2, and I haven't gone back yet.
Yeah, I mean it's not good.
If it gets better, I will. But right now, I'm just like
Yeah.
Penguin.
I enjoy Penguin's better. I'm not comparing the two. Different vibes.
You can't compare the two. One's actually written well and acted well. The other one is Agatha.
Hey, not everything has to be for you.
Dude,
Just wait for your next show.
that Snyder porno cartoon thing was almost as bad as no Agatha was better. Agatha was way better than that. Yeah. That's the only saving grace. The only saving grace is that Snyder cartoon porn thing was horrible.
Well, we're not talking about that. But we will get a little risque with our next book.
Number 4.
And here you go. Cover your eyes.
Oh shit!
Get your keys and unlock it. Paulo Rivera, beautiful Hello Darkness 3 unlockable cover. Similar to the trade dress, just virgin copy of it. But again, beautiful cover. Rivera's covers on all of the Hello Darkness books have been outstanding, as well as Frizen's covers on these.
Mm-hmm.
You got about 20 sales on this book. It's a fun anthology book. People seem to be enjoying it. Got an average $40, high of 60. I don't know. I'm going to collect as many of these as I can. I like the series. I love the covers.
This is a version of the cover A for the book. The trade dress covers up the tush there on the cover A.
Oh, a little
They
bit.
didn't even draw the whole tush. What's it? I don't.
It's in shadow, and she's in
There's
water.
shadow.
Saggy. How old is that lady?
Painted quality. Hey, I guess that's why you didn't like
Like
Agatha.
Agatha.
You got the
Agatha ass on this.
episode 1.
Honey, whatever, dude. Whatever. I mean, this cover is not that great, but I get it.
I like it.
I mean, it's a horror anthology book.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's,
horror
you know,
anthologies are fun.
The more recent sales are closer to 50. So the early averages, because it started around $10 to $20, and then it's kind of picked up since then. So
yeah, fair.
but we've seen that some of these unlockables do that. Some of them don't. Right now, people are liking this one.
I say it's not my favorite of the runs so far in terms of the covers that he's done,
okay.
but
That's a fair comment.
all of his covers have been solid.
Yeah, I was just wondering when you're like, I was like, it's not on the standard of the other ones, so like, I just okay, fair. That's fair.
But with that, let's get to our top 3.
Number 3.
All right, we do have a repeat this week, and it's not the one you would have expected. It's Incredible Hulk number 6. This Ghost Rider character apparently is capturing the hearts and minds of many.
He hates emo.
After
That's
people's
why he's
wallet.
running over emo Hulk.
Yeah. Danzig Hulk is getting run over at a pace of 60 plus sales, averaging $25, which is up a lot from last week. So I guess people want this World War II book. What is it? Hell Riders or
Yeah, you're getting that series coming soon.
something like that?
So
Hell Riders.
I don't know if that's the title. It's Hell something.
Yeah, something along those lines though, but it's following the same kind of path as Helverine. You introduce some new character, people kind of like it, then you're like, oh, you're going to go off into your own series.
You can get up your own little mini. So
Yep.
Yeah. But hey, this is not movie related or TV show related. This is actual comic related.
Pure comic related.
Comic
That's
sales.
something.
Pure something related.
Hey,
it's fun.
Hell Riders.
20 to 25 still isn't crazy. I mean, so just be mindful of that. See, you can probably still find this for cover out there. Go dig at your shop. Maybe your shop still has them buried out there.
Yeah.
Hell Riders.
Not bad when we saw how long Helverine hung out there, and
sure.
still does. As yeah. So
All right, with that, let's get to the top 2.
Number 2.
An oldie but a goodie. Go digging.
This is a
Nice.
first appearance because it's got a character's name on the front cover with an exclamation point, and he's on the front cover and inside there. It is Blackheart. This is typically probably because, once again, another rumor of a character from a TV show may or may not have showed up. Pete now says he plays with Funko, so he doesn't think so. However, you never really know. There was multiple references from one character saying that she had a black heart. Therefore, this book now is selling 50 plus sales, averaging $15 to $20. CGC 9/8, $260. I mean, it's right there. You know, it's a good book. It'd be fun if this happened. Maybe I tune back in if that was the reveal.
His dad was mentioned in episode 3. So they did drop the.
I guess that's the reason, because we're going to see Mephisto finally, correct?
Yep. Played by Borat.
By Borat. So I guess maybe that's why we should go back and look into it.
Very nice.
Maybe we could have had the if you know what, somebody was recommending that we should change this show to the top 11, and if we did that, maybe we could get the Mephisto first appearance in this thing too. So I agree with him.
Maybe or stick around. Maybe it may feel a lie.
Maybe. Yeah, check that out too. I don't know.
Top 11, you say? That's an interesting concept.
I mean, if the guy had hair, he'd be taller than you. Just saying. Shout out you.
You know who we're talking about.
Yeah, he knows who we're talking about.
Well, with that, that leaves us just with one book left, and let's see what it is.
And our number 1.
Would have been OLI last week, but here it is.
At number 1, we have Mark Spears' Monsters. Number 1, e-cover. Very nice Bride of Frankenstein looking cover. 20 plus sales, averaging $50, high for 62. An open order book. So I mean, you could probably still get it for a cover price, but if you want to drop a little bit of coin, you know, who's gonna blame you?
It can be tough. I mean, Keen Spot.
Yeah, it's Keen Spot. So yeah, depending on your LCS.
Not everybody's carrying it.
Yeah.
Last week, like I said, this would have been OLI. It was starting to hit like $10, $20 by last Friday, and now I mean it's $50. People are they're big Pam Anderson fans. I forget who mentioned it, but once they pointed out this looks like Pamela Anderson, I can't.
After Tommy Lee infected her, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You killed
There's
a
lot of good covers.
Lined up and you
there are a lot of good covers in this series in general. So there's a lot of good stuff with this. I'm happy monsters are back. It's becoming a thing again.
Monsters cool.
Which is nice.
Like I said, there's a second print now coming to this title.
Mm-hmm.
The other covers are also selling. It's not just this one. I mean, some of the other covers are selling.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Kickstarter originally, now released, is doing well for itself.
Yeah.
Also good news. That's 2 good newses. There you go.
And with that was our list for this week. And if you like the saggy tushies, hang in there. The boys are going to be talking about more Paulo Rivera books today.
Yeah, the man has a large catalog of work in Marvel over the past handful of years. So we're going to take a look at some of it since he's back in the spotlight. So,
Joe talking about
maybe Marco's book will be in the OLI.
Hippopotamuses. I love hippopotamuses. They are.
You gotta have Modang. You gotta have Modang in there.
King of the jungles. Hippos are the best.
Hippopotamus.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm thinking of Flight
of the Conchords.
Oh, there's literally like some pygmy hippopotamus, but still's a badass.
Yes, his name is Muding. It means bouncing pork.
Yeah, they are I don't care. I wouldn't F around with that either, dude. Hippopotamuses will kill a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care.
They're badasses.
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, with that, stick around. The boys will be starting up as soon as we're done here, and we'll be back next week with another list. All right. Later.